How are our modern societies, cities, and lives indebted to the legacy of ancient Mesopotamia? Arguably more than any other of the ancient river civilizations, we can easily draw and see many of these connections to how our societies have formed today from ancient Mesopotamia. To go over some of these and make these connections, first we can see the development of cities along along rivers. In ancient Mesopotamia, the development of the different civilizations and different kingdoms in ancient Mesopotamia were connected very clearly to the river system that was present. This connects to our modern day by seeing how agriculture and commerce and so many things related to both the movement of people and goods are still connected to ports and other things related to bodies of water where people centralize around. With this, we can also see the importance of agriculture. This connects to our modern day very clearly. From ancient Mesopotamia, we see the ability of the people of ancient Mesopotamia to have a surplus of agricultural crops that allowed a growing sophistication of their society. This move away from the pure hunter-gatherer to the agriculturalist period was and is key to understand. This period not only allowed the ancient Mesopotamians to diversify and move their society forward, it also connects so clearly through our modern history up to our modern globalized world, where while still depending on agriculture, we for our food source, it has allowed us to diversify to the point where jobs from the technology sector through all different spheres proliferate. Next, we can speak of religion. Our modern religions, specifically let's focus upon the Abrahamic religions. We have such clear ties to ancient Mesopotamia. In all the Abrahamic traditions, the figure of Abraham emerges from Mesopotamia, and it's from here that many of the great legends and tales related to philosophical belief systems and religions emerge. Ideas of great floods and of religious leaders. These emerge. Organized religion emerging in Mesopotamia influenced the world, and the most clear connection to our present day being the Abrahamic tradition once again, and the fact that in all of the three great Abrahamic traditions, the figure of Abraham specifically again emerges out of southern Mesopotamia, that great area where the rivers flow down to Basra and allowed such great growth of the civilization in the south of Mesopotamia. So this is a connection we can see to how our modern world and our modern systems still heavily based, even in a growing increasingly secular world, many would argue, but the importance of religions maintains and continues to be something crucial that most people would agree upon. Next, we have writing. Writing is so foundational that we cannot go a day without having it in our lives and without utilizing it for everything in our society, for the basic running of our society, from road signs to signs in stores to everything we do, from our job to our school. Out of ancient Mesopotamia, the writing systems, the cuneiform emerges. Human writing beyond cave painting or beyond cave drawings emerges to a system of writing from ancient Mesopotamia. And we also have the general modern systems that emerged. And specifically what we can connect to our modern day is how the growing sophistication of society that emerged in this period in ancient Mesopotamia that was allowed by the agricultural surplus we spoke about allowed individualization of jobs, careers, what people did in the society. This is something we see nowadays. All of us don't have to farm. Everywhere in your society or everywhere in your city, in your town, everyone doesn't have to farm. Some people still farm and do it with utilizing new technology and methods, but the growth, there's now teachers, people who specialize as teachers, nurses, doctors, engineers, firefighters, police, every trade and profession we can think of. This was allowed, this to move beyond the hunter-gatherer period was again allowed by the domestication of crops and the development of these agricultural settlements around the rivers. The modern system of these individualized paths and careers was something that emerges out of Mesopotamia, and first we see glimpses of it and growths of it in ancient Mesopotamia in the specialization between the farmers and the scribes and people who traded in goods and things such as that became something a step forward from the previous hunter-gatherer societies that were not at the sophistication level of ancient Mesopotamia. So in these ways, from cities, the building of cities, the development of agriculture, the development of religious belief systems that came to shape what we now know, the writing system that we've had, the writing systems that develop and that are so crucial to everything we do, from writing and eventually move to type of different kinds, type on a computer, all the machines we've had that have used writing, which is so prolific, through towards the individualized positions in society. These are they owe the most debt to ancient Mesopotamia. So understanding how ancient Mesopotamia, it was the genesis of so much of this, and one of the first steps in this is crucial to understanding where these things came from and how they developed in our own society.